I appreciate it. It's tournament time, and I just get jacked up every time I can see the selection show on each day. And this year is a little later, 9:30 at night, so had all day to be anxious, looking forward to it. But you know, it's a record year in the SEC. 8 teams making the NCAA tournament. It's a record ever for volleyball. And you know, when I got here in 2005, this conference was a skeleton of what it is now in terms of our sport. So you know, 3 teams hosting. You know, for us, finishing with 3 of the hottest teams in the league, you know, obviously Missouri, Florida, who were top 5 seeds, and Texas A&M, who had won 6 in a row. I think it was a great ending schedule for us to get ready for the NCAA tournament. You know, in this time of year, it takes 10 or 15% more, you know, of concentration, passion, and competitive energy and fire to advance in the tournament. But we've had 3 great practices. The energy effort has been fantastic, and now the next couple days just kind of honing in on what we need to do this weekend to be successful. So,
does your experience the last year or two, at least for the older girls, make you feel like you're more prepared for the limelight and everything comes with the tournament?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, people have asked me that in the past. Some other coaches have been in the tournament for the first time, and you just can't recreate the atmosphere, a little extra pressure of being in the NCAA tournament. You know, it's us or them, you know, moving on after each match. And for players that haven't been in it, I mean, some players it's exciting just to be there. Other players, they understand what it's like to compete at the highest level and give yourself a chance to be successful. So I definitely think, you know, our upperclassmen being in the tournament, you know, I guess all of our returning players being in the tournament is an advantage. Does that translate into wins and losses? I'm not sure about that, but at least there's a sense of comfort. I've done this before. I have an understanding of what's at stake and how hard I need to play for my team.
Craig, you mentioned playing the tough teams at the end. What did you learn from those matches that will help you in the tournament, you think?
Well, it's a heightened level of concentration. I mean, you have to be engaged for every single point, because against good teams, it's going to be back and forth a lot. I mean, you're not going to get runs of points. You're not going to score 3, 4, 5 points at a time very easily unless teams make mistakes. And we found out real quickly against Florida that we weren't very sharp coming out and get beat 25-11. But you know, it was a great learning experience for our team to respond to that and be able to perform. And you know, a team like Texas A&M, who had won 6 straight, I mean, they brought everything at us, and we actually didn't play great offensively. In fact, made a lot of hitting errors. But that match really helped us understand how important our defense is, because we had a lot of blocks and forced them into hitting errors themselves. Missouri match was a match they were on all cylinders and we weren't firing, and you know, I think so that match kind of helped us understand what the concentration level needs to be in practice, so you can't just show up to a match and all of a sudden perform. And you know, when you play 3 tournament teams in a row back to back to back, and 2 of them are top 5 seeds, you're playing the best in the country, and it just gives your team a great awareness of what to expect.